Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome to another video. This is not one that I thought I would have to be filming because so far I've been very lucky at avoiding the virus that we've all known about for the last couple of years it's been going around. However, this whole week I've been ill, and so I did a test on Monday which was negative, and then did another one yesterday which was Friday after hearing that some people who I'd been with recently have tested positive, and that one came back positive. So here we are. At least now the one plus side is if I'm gonna get it, now's a better time. Obviously majority of people have been vaccinated, I've been vaccinated, so I probably would have been a lot worse off if I hadn't been, and there's no like rules in terms of not being able to leave the house or having to isolate. However, I'm of course going to be smart about it. I'm avoiding other people in the house, avoiding other people out and about. I'm not going to go anywhere crowded or anything like that. But it does mean I can take myself out for a walk and just sort of stay away from people and get out into nature, which is something. At least I'm not just stuck in this room. So that is my exact plan for today. Today is technically my first day, my first full day of knowing that I've got the virus. So I found a really nice walk. I found some woodlands that are about an hour's walk away, and then I can sort of do an hour walk around there and then an hour walk back, so it'll be like a good 3-hour walk. I can take lunch with me. Apparently there's some really nice views around there, so hopefully it'll be a really nice walk, and I've not done it before, so it'll let me discover a new walk. I'm also just going to use the time I think to like get loads of work done while I'm sat inside and stuck in my room pretty much. So when I can get out, as this next following weekend is the Jubilee weekend, so fingers crossed I'm negative by then because we're home to have a nice big barbecue and everything, which will be hopefully really fun. So I'm hoping I'm negative and better by then. Oh, if anyone is interested in what symptoms I have had, just in case you're curious, because you know you might be, I basically started out with a bit of a sore throat and really bad migraines, which was like on the Sunday afternoon, and then the Monday I felt like, yeah, really not great in myself. I spent the whole day in bed. I started to get a bit fevery and sort of like shivery shaky, and that whole situation where like it's too hot under the covers but too cold without them, so you know that's always fun to deal with. And then yeah, the sore throat's kind of carried on throughout. I also just been really tired and like achy. Like I felt like I had really bad DOMS even though it'd been like a good few days since I'd done a workout, and I was like, why is it hurting now? But it all kind of makes sense now. And then I've also now just these last couple of days, fever and everything's gone. That literally lasted like 2 days where I was really fevery. I've still had a few headaches on and off, but now I've just sort of got like a bunged up runny nose, which you can probably tell from the way I'm talking, and my throat's a little bit sore, but that seems to be getting better, so fingers crossed my sore throat is going. But yeah, now it's just more of like a cold situation. I keep sneezing every so often and got a little bit of a cough, but nothing too bad yet. But I think it's more just clearing the mucusiness from my throat. I know that sounds lovely, but yeah. So yeah, all fun and games. Oh my god, also forgot to mention, back on like Monday, so like in the early days of it, I had serious loss of appetite. I literally didn't eat anything until about 2:30 that day. If you know me, then you know that like I like all my meals and many snacks in between that, so that is not like me at all. My isolation choice of breakfast, well, say isolating, not having to legally isolate, but staying away from other people breakfast, is Weetabix minis. I'm in a cereal mood at the moment, and it's so simple and quick, but cereal's just, you can't really go wrong with it. I feel like I'm getting myself ready for like a little school trip out of the house. I'm ready packing my bag. I'm going to take like lunch with me. Don't know if I mentioned that or not. These house keys to get back in, that's useful. Take Vaseline because I'm just obsessed with using lip balm and I can't do without it. My lips are really dry. Also I need tissues because I'm blowing my nose all the time, which is another reason for needing Vaseline, because when I'm blowing my nose all the time my lips get dry, and then yeah, then I feel horrible. Got a Shrek bar because that's, you know, key snack. I feel like I'm throwing it back right now to when everyone used to like what's in my bag videos. That is basically what I'm doing. Also got some, oh that just went everywhere, hopefully that won't leak all over my bag, but got water because an essential item, and got some crisps, and then I made myself a sandwich. Just realised this bag's still got mud all over it, but it may just get muddier anyway, so no point eating that. I'm also going to put fluffy socks on. Sorry, the camera's kind of wonky, but let me just straighten that out. I'm going to put fluffy socks on because even though it's not cold today, I'm going to put my walking boots on, and I feel like when you're walking for ages, fluffy socks are just thicker and just rubs less. it's just comfier. I may end up really hot. The sun does keep coming and going, but I feel like for my feet, this is going to be the more comfortable option. I think the last time I wore these boots was for my 25km charity walk, hence why they're still really muddy. I tried to clean them, but it didn't really work, but hopefully today as I'm walking some of the mud will just come off, which would be quite good. Oh, it's actually really warm in the sun. I'm probably going to take the hoodie off within like the first 5 minutes. These have got zips on, and I've just realised, I think because of the mud, it's like sealed them in place. They're really hard to do up. I'm already regretting the hair down and hoodie on. That is definitely gonna have to change. I'm literally like 5 minutes into it, already regretting the lack of sunglasses as well. I'm really just not dressed in the right way for this today. I was having to, oh my god, my voice has gone weird. Oh, there we go. I was having to walk alongside like the main road. Then there's this random cut down near like a nice big field, so I can still hear the road, but it's still a little bit more pleasant. Some cows in the field. Feels a little bit more like being at the countryside. I've also got to keep blowing my nose like every few minutes, so what would be a lot better if I wasn't having to do that, but it's fine. It's still nice to at least just be able to get out. This road that I've just ended up walking along, honestly, has so many nice houses, like really nice houses. They're all massive. It's ridiculous. I also just realised I found the entrance to the woods. Didn't think I'd reach it yet. I've got to cross this road though. Actually, wait, it's gone quiet for now. Well, that was very lucky. It went very quiet because it was very busy and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get across here. Oh, but I've actually made it to the woods. That took a lot less time than I thought it would. I haven't really thought this through. In my head, I was like, I'll get to the woods, go on a nice walk. Didn't really think what I was going to do once I got to the woods. Besides, obviously, I'm going to go on a walk, but I didn't think about where I'm going to go. And I got here and there was like 4 different paths that you could choose, all marked with public footpath or like a specific route on them. So I've just chosen a random one. I've chosen one with some shade so I don't get too hot, but it also seems to be the one with the most bugs floating around. So it's got its pros and cons. Hopefully it'll just lead somewhere really nice. We'll see where I end up. I've now got the choice of, do I carry down this path that I'm on, or do I take the random mystery stairs that have appeared? You know what, I think I'm going to choose the stairs. I think that way, I've just checked on the map and that looks like it might lead out into like a big field. So I'm going to go on the stairs and then it hopefully goes into the woods. Honestly, so many squirrels around here. Oh wait, there's another one there. Every time I look, hang on, let me see if I can zoom in on that. Wait, is it still, yeah, it's still there. There's one like down there. You can kind of see its tail slightly. But yeah, there's literally squirrels everywhere. Every time I hear something move, it turns out to be another squirrel. I think this is like their main home or something. Also, the views through here already are incredible. This isn't the best one. There's a lot of trees in the way in this bit actually. But if you like look through there, honestly, there is amazing views on the other side of here. So I've made a rough plan of what I'm thinking. I'm currently walking like along the path on the outskirts of the woods, because there's the fields like over there, and then his path, and then I'm gonna keep walking along here till I'm sort of like parallel with this middle bit, and then try and get up there somehow by walking upwards at some point, and then see what that opens out onto, because it's sort of like an open area bit. Maybe there'll be a good view from there, we'll see. Made it out into the open bit. There was one bench and the only people I've seen so far were this one couple that was sat on the bench. Because I was thinking that'd be great if I could sit somewhere around here and have lunch. Hoping I'll find a second bench. Also, it's sort of like this, so I'm sort of in this open bit now. This middle bit's sectioned off, but then there's more woods that side of it as well. But it looks like I'll have to stick in this half. But through there, again, there's more amazing views of like hills and stuff. This log has potential as somewhere to sit and eat. I can use this as a seat. Look, someone's like conveniently stamped down the grass for me and everything. I'm fully just embracing nature and eating amongst it. But like, clearly the hardest decision I've had to make yet. Do I go that way along path? Or do I head up the really steep hill? Actually, it doesn't look that steep on camera, but I promise it keeps going up beyond there, and it is steeper than it looks. I think I'm gonna go this way. Oh my god, ahead, I think over this hill, this opens out onto a really good view, so I think I've chosen the right way. Just walked out this way, where the really nice view is. I also find there's a bench. I just sat on a log when I could have had a bench with a really nice view. I was basically trying to loop back around to the edge of the woods that I started on. Then just kept following some path around and have now come out in a field instead, and the woods are up there. So not quite the route I planned, but you know what, it's fine. I'm getting to see more this way, because if not I would have just ended up going back along the same path that I came on, which would have been boring. So this keeps it more interesting. Good news is I'm now walking along parallel to the woods where I would be walking. So I'm going in the right direction at least. I've made it back to civilization. I'm currently on nearly 10.5 kilometres, so I reckon all in all will be about an 11-kilometre walk, I want to say, which is quite a nice length. Not quite as long as my 32 kilometres that I ended up walking for eating disorder awareness week. That is so annoyingly close to 11k. Do I just walk to get the extra 0.04? And I've made it back to the house. I am very hot and sweaty, honestly. I think I experienced all temperatures throughout that walk. There was one point when I was debating putting my hoodie back on, and then, I'm sorry, the TV's just turned on. I swear Netflix does listen to you. That's just really weird. So the other day I was talking about Madagascar, like the kids film. It's now suggesting I watch Madagascar 2. There was another one the other day as well that popped up. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I'm gonna let myself like cool down a bit now. Have a breather, have a drink, and then probably shower off in a bit. But I think I'm gonna get back to watching You on Netflix. I'm about halfway through the final, well, the third season. It's not the final one, I think they're making a fourth. But I'm about halfway through that, so I'm gonna watch another episode of that and then I'll probably shower. I've just thought, you know, one positive that's come out of this whole like virus situation, besides the result of the test, is that, you know, I never would have discovered the woods that I went to today if it wasn't for that basically being my only option. Well, not the woods being my only option, but getting out for a walk being my only option to really get out of the house right now. So I'll take that, and it was a really good walk actually. I really enjoyed that, and it's just always nice to walk somewhere different and find new areas to go. It's always just more exciting than walking the same routes all the time. It makes walks so much better. I may have now accidentally made it onto episode 9 so I've only got 2 episodes left to watch. I was only supposed to watch one and then go shower, but it's now what, like 6:30. So I think I'm gonna go shower and then get some food together for dinner. I've resorted to trying to make some kind of dinner in my room just because it's easier to keep out the kitchen than that. So I've still got some wraps left from the other day, and got all kind of Nando sauces. Actually literally got loads of them at the moment. I am going with lemon and herb day, but I also have the medium and the hot one. Got some fake chicken that's left over in there, but also got some tofu to use up, so I'll use some of that as well. Highly recommend getting the Nando's sweet chili jam, if the camera's focused. There you go. Makes all the difference to a wrap. Also got the vegan peronaise. Just gonna do what I can with that. I just had some of these, which I recently bought earlier, some point this week I think, and they are really good. I definitely recommend. They're pretty small bites, but means you can have a few. The pack's got, I think it had like 9 in there, and I've heard they've also got brownie bites as well, which apparently are really good, so I need to give those a go too. I may have made it through the whole of You. I think I was literally on like the 2nd episode of the last season yesterday, and I finished watching the whole thing today, and there was 10 episodes in total. But it was definitely worth watching, and they also announced at the end that there's definitely gonna be a 4th season, so don't know when that's gonna come out, but that'll be something good to look forward to at some point. I won't say anything in case any of you are watching it or are going to watch it. Don't want to give anything away. But I am now gonna watch Senior Year, which seems like one of those like really rubbishy but easy to watch good kind of films with Rebel Wilson in it, and it just keeps being advertised on Netflix, so I'm just gonna put that on. It's like very easy to watch. I'm starting to feel kind of tired. It's only like 9 o'clock though and I'm just like starting to fall asleep. Probably the long walk and lots of fresh air earlier has taken out of me. I'm gonna watch this and that will probably be me done for the night. So I hope you've enjoyed this little sort of semi-isolation kind of day in my life vlog. If you have, smash a big thumbs up, click the little red subscribe button down below if you want to see more of my content, and also don't forget there is that notifications bell too that you can tap on so that you get notified whenever I upload, and I'll be sure to see you very soon with a brand new video. Bye.